Hi everybody, the Mature Simmer here. Welcome back to Real Economy Trucking Euro Style. I'm using a Real Economy mod here within Euro Truck Simulator. Just playing along, trying to make some progress. So looking at the jobs I have, I'm here in Nice, and I'm going to go to Pančevo, or Pančevo, not sure how it would be said appropriately, but not terrible, 1.31 euros per kilometer, but it is an urgent delivery, not too far, 241 kilometers, so I think I should be able to get it done within the rest window I have. So let's get going. I did not look at where I need to pick up from. Is it here in the same facility? No, around the corner. So not too bad. It might be a truck manufacturer that we get to discover too. We just discovered that recruitment center as we came in this morning, so that was excellent when I did that. Alright, so we will turn and then we will head down here. Whoops, stay off the curbs would be good. Alright, light's green. Hopefully we can make it. I'm going to try really hard.
Go straight on.
Alright, we've done it. We've probably gone way too fast. Yep, we got a Renault dealership. Not a big fan of them, but it's always good to have options. So, here we are.
Have arrived at your destination.
Jadranska Tirgovina. I'm gonna go with that. Someone can correct me or say, you did a good job.
Ready to roll.
Now I have a little bit of a secret advantage in that my background is Polish, so any kind of Slavic languages and stuff, I'm a little bit more likely to sound appropriate versus just someone else. So, just trying to pay attention, get the load, so we can quickly be on our way and do what we need. Alright, reset the trip meter. And off we go. So this will get us over 20,000 kilometers on our truck. Not sure which way it's going to suggest we leave out of here. Which way?
Okay, let's find a new route.
Alright, you didn't tell me. I mean, it didn't say anything. What an impatient, rude lady. Alright, so a ventilation shaft. I've hauled those in both Euro Truck and American Truck Simulator before. So, definitely familiar with this cargo.
Get ready to turn right.
But, yeah, we've got...
Turn right.
Well, it's going to be close. I'm going to get there just when I need to rest. So hopefully in town there somewhere there will be a place to rest, which should make sense. I mean, there's usually things around. And then I'll be able to deliver and rest before I go ahead and figure out what's next for me. So, another light. Same intersection. Oh boy. Oh, I think we made it. Because yeah, I have not been able to do any light changes here. The mods that were available were conflicting with some of the things I had, so I don't have any extended light timing like I do in ATS. So it's kind of the game timing for those. Alright. This, I think, will just get us onto the highway. So, leaving Nice. It's again, I've gotten used to those signs here in Europe where it was just the town name slashed through as if it's eliminated and gone from the face of the earth, but
Exit. Right.
you know, that's obviously just telling you you're leaving there. Islas, I'm assuming is exit in Serbian, but could be entrance, but I think every ramp I've seen says that, and like in the US, they're always exit ramps one way or the other. I mean, I guess we call them entry ramps, but it doesn't, the sign never says enter. Alright, so I can speed up my cruise control. Alright, not sure which way I'm going to need to go here. Let me just make sure. Oh, okay, so I guess we just stay on as opposed to exiting, and so it's just, that's why it's not telling me anything, because in essence it's just a normal process, I see. So the other one was to get on and go the other way. So looks like we've got another border crossing, which, or no, maybe it's just a toll booth, because we're staying in Serbia this time, so should be no border crossings, but of course, depending how the road goes, I suppose that could change on us. Alright, I'll just go straight here, since it gives me that option. So, I'm gonna have to stop, though, it looks like. So, it's just making note that we're getting on. I didn't see any kind of payment taken. But 79,057 euros is where we're at. I was commenting in the last few episodes, it does feel a lot more to me as if we've kind of crested that point where I'm now able to operate at a profit even with purchasing fuel and things like that. Because it always seemed like I did okay during the day, because right around 11 or noon here, on any given day, we're going to pay 257 euros. And I don't remember, yeah, I'm only getting 390 euros for this trip, so, you know, if I'm the only driver that completes anything today, we're going to make a profit of 100 euros, which is why it's interesting that we have a profit of 10,000 euros in 7 days, but I don't know. Because it doesn't seem to make sense. It seems to have risen far too high. But, you know, obviously it's saying what it's saying, and I don't see my bank balance dropping precipitously. We did have a driver last time who had to return empty. I'm assuming by now that she has found a new job out of town and is making us some money. Because that was the thing, my drivers were basically breaking even. They're obviously going to get more training, they're going to get more proficient, that's going to help them get higher paying jobs over time. So that's why I'm just sticking with my team of 2 additional drivers, so there's just 3 of us in our little fledgling company here in Europe. And I think it will take quite a bit of time before we have any other opportunities, because I really don't want to be down to just a few thousand euros, because any type of mistake that requires significant truck repairs, for example, or something like that, would be disastrous. You know, make us go bankrupt, and obviously we don't want to be doing that. Good news is we'll be able to get most of this done during the day. But the challenge I certainly have found with Eurotruck and the hours of service requirements they have here, you don't have as many daylight hour driving times as you do in ATS. It's a shorter window of only, I think, 10 hours. Might even be 9 hours, and then you're sleeping for like 10 hours, so it tends to mean that, you know, we're having to rest in the middle of the day, because that'll be the issue. Like, my rest window is less than 2.5 hours away at this point. A little bit of traffic here. Oh, we're having to exit. This is not good. Are we having to exit? I think we are. It looks like, yes, some sort of accident. So this doesn't help, because I don't really have time for significant detours here, but I guess we'll see what it does to us. But obviously we can't go through there, and yes, I've tried to get by the helicopter before, and
Finding a new route.
it doesn't work, especially this way. You can see there's no room past the blades. Just chop my trailer up if I tried to do something, so. Alright, yeah, because now the ETA is an hour past my delivery time. So in theory, I can rest. Which way do I'm going to stay over here. Because it's going to be one truck or one car, so hopefully the truck will go quicker. So there's definitely been a lot of the detours, I will say that. Alright, 19 euros. But I do have 14 hours, so I should be able to rest on the way somewhere. So it won't be the end of the world. It'll just kind of mess things up for next time, because that means I'm not starting fresh. What I was hoping is that I'd be able to rest and then go ahead. You know, and I could try to push it, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But, you know, the good thing is I think most of the time the game's not brutally nasty on things, but, you know, we're not going to have any danger of not delivering in time. It's just obviously going to take us longer, because, yeah, I'm only going to be an hour past my window right now. Again, things could change. And I don't know if it would give me a penalty, because that's the thing. If I get like a sleep penalty of like 100 euros or something, all my profit for today will be gone. And this seems to be what I keep running into in this series, is I'm trying to take important and urgent deliveries to get a good payday, but that's just resulting in constant stress of something like that happening and derailing things, and then suddenly I can't get a good result. But we'll see, because we may not even really get a rest stop before we get there, unless it takes us left here, which I doubt it will. Like, that would be a detour to go over there, and that's actually that's a headquarter. What? What do you mean the fourth exit? What is it doing? Taking me backwards? Oh my god. Why did it do this? The question is, are we... God, I hope we can even do this. That's my concern. It's literally taking me right back, but it's just this was the only way I could, turn around. Alright, where are you going? Crazy bus.
Exit now.
Alright. So yeah, it's literally looping us back around, and then it's going to put us back on. And I suppose, I mean, the helicopter was on the overpass, so it's possible that we just need to get past that. But if somehow it's beyond that, we're going to have a real problem if it won't let me on here. But I guess that would be a problem with the game at that point, because if it puts me in a position where it's impossible to get to my location. So I've had that happen before, where it was like a clover leaf, and I think that was an ATS. Like, it was some massive problem, and there wasn't really a way to get around it without, like, taking another 150 miles of road, because it was, like, out in Colorado or something. It was crazy, and that just didn't really work.
Go straight on.
Yeah, if I knew it was like this, heck, I could have tried to turn around here in this intersection and just gone back. I just figured it was some road that was diagonally going to connect me to where I needed to go. But now that I looked at the map, like, you know, we have to go completely the other direction. So, well, I guess we'll see what happens here. Because at this point, like, I don't know that it could reroute you, so I'm assuming this is going to work, but once again, I'm not sure. But like right now, I'm down to 47 minutes to rest. Okay, those are all the other direction. It does look like there's cars going. I thought I saw one in the trees, but maybe it's wishful thinking. Mercedes-Benz in front of us. We call those Sprinter vans in the U.S. And I think that's... There used to be a company by that name that made RVs, or what are known as typically caravans in Europe, but by the name Sprinter. So that's always has me confused, but alright, yeah, so there's the helicopter, but it does look like we can continue, but we just had that little bit of a roundabout. But yeah, at this point we've got really nothing, no place to rest, so I think because it's going to be like an hour and a half now is the problem. Ooh. I mean, I'm willing to push it, because even if I like drift off, it won't be that bad. And again, at least I'll be starting fresh.
Exit right.
All right. So we'll head over here. Go ahead. All of these again are requiring us to stop, and that's all of these things that chew up some time.
And then turn left.
So I'm down to half an hour. In theory, I could rest there, but I'm going to press it. I'm probably going to regret it. It's probably going to be one of those terrible decisions that I've made, but I've got 95 kilometers.
Get ready to turn right.
And hopefully it won't be too terribly bad. Alright, nothing else was coming, so I can go pretty quickly there. It was interesting that exit ramp said it was 90 kilometers, and then the road went back down to 70. So that is a bit of, I think, the challenges you do get with a modded map is all that attention to detail. I think is hard for folks that really aren't getting compensated for their work, where I would expect SCS in the West Balkans that'll overlay this to look at it differently. But yeah, my concern, because I don't remember how long when Iberia came out that it took pro mods to get back available. It's been so long. But because they have to integrate whatever road network they have with whatever's in the map,
and then turn left.
I would think that could be a bit challenging. Alright, we have a train yet. So yeah, this is not working out for me at all. Hour and 18 minutes is our ETA. Obviously time is going to continue to run as we sit here and wait for the train to go by. Trains aren't too terribly long, so it shouldn't be too bad, but I'm sure we'll lose 5 minutes or so. Because yeah, it was 27, now it's 29. That'll be 30 before the gates go up, I'm sure, but I haven't gotten stopped by a lot of trains here in Europe, so goodness. Are they really, really safe? come on. Is there another train coming? I don't understand. Like, this is a long time. Alright. I understand it's because I'm running against the clock, and I mean, I'm tired and all, but come on.
Turn left.
Is it a broken intersection? I don't understand. Like, this is really bad. No, there is another train. I have never seen this. That is insane. Alright, well, hopefully we're not perpetually going to have trains. Wow. Yeah, I've never seen that happen. Yeah, I know I'm getting tired. Wow. Alright, well, that's intriguing. I mean, it might be kind of common here for stuff like that to happen, but... Huh. That is not something I've experienced before, so... That was, fun, but not, because again, of the reality I've got, where I'm probably going to be asleep on the road here at some point. Hopefully it doesn't mean I go flying off into the crops. I mean, I guess the good news is we're not in the mountains. I shouldn't, like, destroy my truck entirely, but it doesn't bode well, I'll tell you that. But 56 kilometers, still telling me I need about an hour, because I'm sure that it's going to slow down. Like, now would be the perfect time if I'm going to fall asleep, because I've got this straight road for a little while. I think I'm set. I mean, I would hope an hour and a half, like, it won't be too bad. I would think it's more when I get... You know, the bigger problem is I think I'm going to have a penalty. Alright, I'm going to slow this down, though, because now it would be a mess, because I'd definitely be heading into oncoming traffic. Oh boy, let's get around this turn.
Get ready to turn left.
And if I have to, I suppose it's better to go into the guardrail. The problem is, then it's truck repairs. Like, this is where this is...
Turn left.
The reality of truck driving, it becomes a problem, because it's like you need to make money to not be losing money as a trucking company, but oh, come on, are you actually waiting? You're all waiting. I can't believe this. All right, it would have been faster if you just all went. You know, so you're pressing these things and like, oh, I'm driving a little longer. There we go. So I think I literally lost all of my profit right there, because between the $257 for the loan payment that's going to be coming up here in a moment, and then the $150, that puts me at 407. I'm making $390 on this job, so I gambled and it did not pay off. And I could still have, like, truck damage or something. Who knows what else could happen. I really need to get through this light.
Turn right.
Alright, thank goodness. No train, nothing else. Alright, I know this is the town, so where is my delivery point? It's still 23 kilometers away. This is crazy.
Keep right, and then
so,
turn
like,
right.
I could still get penalized more. Like, they can get, you know, they can stack penalties and give me additional ones, so. Alright, we can see the delivery point on the map. Small victories. But yeah, it was supposed to be 240 kilometers, and we're at almost 300 now. I mean, the nice thing is we'll get some some XP for it, for those extra kilometers, but we don't get extra pay, I don't think, on distance. We might, but it's not going to be 150 euros. But I think it's just around the turn. A few trash bags there on the side of the road, I think. Come on. Alright, now we're leaving town. The bad news is I don't see anywhere here to rest, so I'm going to have to figure that out on top of things. But I've got to worry about that next time. But yeah, this is just a road that goes to the delivery point here amongst the windmills. Maybe that's what we're... at least we didn't fall asleep. So we should be okay. It doesn't usually happen that close together.
Get ready to turn left.
Of course, I don't normally ever see two trains show up in a row, so maybe this will be the episode where it'll prove me wrong. But I guess, so there's our loan installment. So there you go. We're down to 78,626. That car almost hit me. I cannot believe that it did that. Oh goodness, how hard is this going to be now? Where is the parking?
It was a nice ride.
It was, but where do you want this thing? What? Oh, I see. Okay. So, I want to go this way then, and then go down and past, and then that should work. Alright. So it might not be too terribly challenging. Famous last words, right? But I was going to say they're building these windmills. I don't... It's not like people work in them, so it's interesting with the ventilation shaft for this, but I don't really know what goes into constructing one of these. And maybe, you know, they've got to keep components cool or something, or warm. So, because ventilation obviously can carry heat or cold. It's not limited to just cold. You typically think of it as, well, I'm cooling, because that's why you're typically wanting to ventilate. My goodness, I am all over here. I'm sure it'll work, but I was a bit sloppy because of my quickness. Alright, let's see where we're at. So, yeah, no distance at all. So yeah, we just got the 390, but we got everything we needed. But as you can see, we did get over 79,000, but just barely. I mean, profit's still up there. So I think we're okay. If you haven't liked the video, please consider doing so. And if you're not a subscriber, please consider that as well. With that, hope you've enjoyed the trip, and I will see you next time.